All right, ladies, so I saw this gorgeous eye trio called Sunset, and I just had to try it. It is gorgeous. So I've already got it on this side, and I'm going to show you how to do this on this side. Okay, so we've got Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, Copper Rose Shimmer, and Denim ShadowSense. So I love this because this is really going to make like multiple eye colors pop, because the blue is really good for brown eyes and the orange is really good for blue eyes. So whatever your eye color, this look is going to help make your eyes pop. So it's also not super difficult, which makes it even better, right? All right, so first I'm going to take Copper Rose and put it in my crease, okay? Now I'm going to use a fluffy brush that's a little bit denser. It's not my most dense, but it's not my most flexible either. And I am going to windshield wiper it a little bit, but I'm using a very light hand, okay? And then I'm circling the outer edges, making sure to get in along my crease line and up towards my eyebrow a little bit. Okay? Then I'm going to go in and do another layer of that to get a little bit more of that orangey goodness. I also use it as a really light blush on my cheeks. I might add a little bit more at the end. There we go. And when I'm blending this out, I want to concentrate most of that color towards the outer section here. So again, very light hand that I'm using. Also, I'm going to bring this all the way around, about halfway under my lash line. All right. Again, very gently buffing it out. You don't want to buff it out with too strong of a hand, because then you're going to lose that pigment. Okay. And I'm going in with the doe foot applicator. My Copper Rose is like almost 2 years old, so there's like not a ton left on the applicator. If you have a brand new one, you need to be very careful if you go straight in. Otherwise, put a little bit on your brush and then put it on. Okay, so that's good for now. You can always go back and add more or fix it if you need to, but now we're going to start with the next one, Denim. So in the eyeshadow look, it almost looks like she had it over her entire like bottom third of her lid. But I'm gonna keep it to the outer like corner more essentially. So not staying 100% true to the inspiration, but I'm gonna like this better, I think. So I'm making like a triangle with the blue. Okay. So I'm bringing it towards the middle of my eye. See that? You can kind of see how it's buffed out over here. Okay. So now with a really, these bristles are shorter, so it's a little bit denser, firmer. Ooh. You want to try not to shut your eyes? I'll try to go back and fix that. All right, so I'm kind of gently buffing the edges. So patting down, patting the middle, pat into place, and then buffing those edges back and forth just a tad, again, with a very light hand. And I am going to take this on my lower lash line too, but I'm going to keep it like to my outer third. And then again, very gently buff that out and I'm going to bring it up. Okay. dog's trying to get in. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that copper rose up here since I got a little bit high with that denim. Okay. When you go over top of another color, just make sure the bottom color is dry first. Otherwise, you're gonna make it muddy. Okay. Actually, take a clean brush and buff it out a little bit. If it's too strong, use a clean brush and just buff it out. There you go. Okay, next I'm going to use that Sandstone Pearl. So this is going to go in the section that's not done yet. So I'm essentially like painting it on, and I'm stopping right at that line that meets. Okay, now I'm using a really like fluffy and flexible, and I'm barely patting it on because I really want to keep it pigmented. Just barely buffing that edge there, and then patting down the middle to make that transition between Sandstone Pearl and Denim blend a little bit. But this is like super light-handed, and the further back on your brush you go, the lighter pressure you have. If you have a really close grip, it's harder to go lighter. It's easier to accidentally go too heavy, but it's hard to push too hard when you're like choking back on it. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with a second layer to make it a little bit brighter. And then I'm also bringing this around to that last little bit. There we have it. I am gonna get a little bit more this copper rose under here. Didn't seem to get as much on this side. You can see it a little bit better over here, so I think that will be the ticket there. It's always hard to do one eye at a time. All right, and finally we'll put on some mascara and call this look good. I love this. Blue eyeshadow can seem so scary, but it can be so beautiful, guys. So definitely don't be afraid to give it a shot. Worst comes to worst, you just use it as eyeliner. You mix it with a lighter color to make a lighter blue. But it can be so pretty. So there you go. That's my sunset look for you guys using 3 ShadowSense colors. And I love it. So let me know if you have any questions. And that's it. Bye.